where our final highlight of the night takes us for the Poquoson Islanders taking on the Petersburg Crimson Wave. And Poquoson, out of the Bay Rivers District, has had a surprising year at 9-2, and looking to keep it going, taking on a Crimson Wave team that's got a lot of expectations as well.
Petersburg only 5-6, but an awful lot of talent, and a team that's coming off a 46-38 overtime win over Kettle Run. Of course, last year's game was a thriller with Poquoson edging out the Crimson Wave 21-20, and an onside kick here out of the gate. Petersburg's on it.
Yeah, tough break for the Islanders as the kick goes off of one of their upbacks, and that will lead to the opening play from scrimmage for the Crimson Wave as Jamonta Jackson is going to find his target and the touchdown for Chris Thompson. And just like that, the Crimson Wave are rolling, and the Islanders find themselves down a score.
Jamonta Jackson will find himself playing on Saturdays in the future at Old Dominion University. That's where he's committed. Ethan Bryce, he's a guy trying to get to the next level, and really one who's finding the next level of that Petersburg defense, the engine of that Poquoson offense, which here can't get the passing game clicking in the first stanza.
Yeah, the Islanders able to drive, but they're going to have to settle for a field goal attempt as Chris Comliano has the field goal and makes it a 6-3 game. The Islanders trailing by a field goal.
Petersburg back with the ground attack, and they have multiple options, including senior Daquan Smith and that quarterback Jamonta Jackson. He's dangerous out of that option attack as he will dart his way up here for another big gain here as Petersburg is just marching down the field little by little.
Yeah, the Islanders were concerned about the Crimson Wave's speed on offense, and with good reason, as we see the Crimson Wave just going anywhere they want to, as Ty Freeland with the touchdown run, and it's a two-score game now for Petersburg.
Petersburg looking much better than a number 12 seed ordinarily, and it's Jamonta Jackson doing it at quarterback, running, throwing, and then also making an interception, which he will return 35 yards to the house as Petersburg is pouring it on in the first quarter, not at all deterred by making this road trip down to the Bay Rivers with a 20-3 advantage.
Yeah, we'll see if the Poquoson D can step it up as we see the running back continue to run for the Crimson Wave as they've got weapons all over the field on offense, as Jackson will fake the handoff this time. Looking down the field, he's got a receiver open, and the catch is hauled in by Freeland, and Jackson continuing to make things happen for this Crimson Wave offense.
Jackson will keep it himself, and he'll go 45 yards. You're not catching him. Touchdown, and Chris really seeing to be a case of Petersburg's experience. So many seniors as Poquoson, really with Coach Elliott Duty having a lot of underclassmen having to play big minutes in this one.
Yeah, and if you had gone back and asked Duty at August if his team was going to be in position to make this kind of run, he probably would have said no, but they've had an extraordinary season, and they're looking to keep it going defensively. They've got to come up with a stop, and it's going to be Freeland again making moves into the secondary, and he is racing into the end zone for the touchdown from 48 yards out.
This Petersburg offense has been nothing short of exceptional in the first half with 42 points just after putting up 46 in their previous playoff game against Kettle Run. And now the defense starting to buckle down against that tough Poquoson rushing attack here. As you see, the Islanders end up putting it on the carpet. Fumble is scooped up by junior Michael Wyatt.
And Petersburg continuing to roll as Jackson will hand off, and he's got some more running room as once again it's Chris Thompson, and this time Thompson from 45 yards out scores once more, 48-10 their score, as Poquoson needing some sort of life. They've got Trey Hicks and Ethan Bryce, and Bryce has had himself a heck of a season, not wanting to quit, and goes into the second half trying to make some things happen.
Over 1,000 yards for him, and now you see the completion to Matt Blazer, who pitches it back to Bryce for a really long gain, a Poquoson play that was one to remember here, but Petersburg just had too many of those memorable plays, including 6 touchdowns of 30 yards or longer on the afternoon.
The old hook and ladder to Bryce, and now Bryce finds a conventional touchdown as he's wide open in the back of the end zone for the score, but unfortunately for the Islanders, it's going to be a rough one in defeat as they fall 56-16 to the Crimson Wave. Jamonta Jackson, 268 yards, 4 touchdowns total. Chris Thompson had 3 touchdowns himself, 2 receiving and 1 rushing. Ethan Bryce had 122 yards receiving and a touchdown as well.